Squadio and my group and I are here to speak with you on a technology called RFID. First, let's take a look at what RFID is. RFID stands for Radio Frequency Identification. What this technology does is allows relatively small amounts of information or data that is stored on the transponder to use short distance radio waves to transmit the information to antenna receivers. This allows information to be captured automatically and wisely without manual interaction. Let me hand it over to Liana, who will dive deeper into how RFID works.
Hello, I'm Liana Rivera. Let's take a look at how RFID systems work. There are two types of RFID configurations that we currently use, passive and active. Passive systems operate on a very short distance due to the fact that the actual transponder does not house a power supply. This means that the reader must be powerful enough to activate or charge the transponder to capture the information that is stored. Active systems actually house a battery or power supply within the transponder, which increases both their size and cost. This power transponder emits a much stronger signal, allowing for greater distances between transponder and the reader. The active system is capable of reading and writing data, whereas passive systems are read-only. The active system can read thousands of tags traveling up to 100 miles per hour instantly. The passive system is limited to a few hundred tags simultaneously, and the shorter range can become an issue as well. Active tags are capable of up to 100 meters in some setups. Before we get into some of the applications of this technology, I'm going to hand it over to Priyesh Patel, who will discuss some of the history and progression of RFID technology.
Thank you, Liana. As she said, my name is Priyesh Patel, and I'm going to discuss with you the brief history of RFID technology. We go back in time to World War II to get a better understanding of where this technology came from. In the 1950s, early technology of RFID was being explored based on radio and radar systems that were currently available at the time. The British were the first to develop an IFF system. IFF stands for Identify Friend or Foe. The British installed transmitters on each of their planes. Once the planes were in flight and received a signal from ground radar stations, the transmitter would broadcast a copy of the signal back to the station, allowing them to identify friendly or enemy planes, as enemy planes would not be able to send the signal back. This helped the military forces to alert units on the ground of enemy presence or incoming attacks. This is an early predecessor of RFID technology and works on the same principles. As do a lot of technologies developed within the military, RFID was soon to be implemented commercially. In the 1960s, EAS, or Electronic Article Surveillance, was introduced to provide security measures for retail outlets. Small RFID tags with 1 byte of information were clipped to clothing. Being only 1 byte, the transponder read only a 1 or a 0, which the computer system meant on or off. When a cashier completed the purchase, the tag was rewritten to off. If the transponder was not rewritten and you walk through the security gates, the transponder is activated and sends the on signal to the alarm system. A very simple concept which has progressively grown into newer modern technologies. In the 70s and 80s, extensive research was poured into the RFID technology and entered the mainstream through the implementation of toll systems around the world in the 1990s.
Now that we have an understanding of where this technology comes from, let's take a look at how it is being implemented today. The manufacturing process and delivery of goods can be very time-consuming due to the manual tracking and logging of individual items and pallets. With the use of this RFID technology, we can significantly increase the efficiency of this supply chain process. The passive RFID tags are affixed to the product packaging to allow the automatic tracking and identification. This allows the supply chain management or merchandise management systems to do the work instantly and with complete accuracy. All steps of the packaging and delivery can be automated with the use of the RFID technology. The faster the goods leave the warehouse, the more efficient the process. As the merchandise leaves the manufacturing warehouse, the same RFID tags are used in the distribution centers. As the products enter the gate at the new destination, the information is again activated with the RFID tags to read the relevant information and update the merchandise management system. Because the reader can track upwards of 100 transponders in 1 second, we see time savings in excess of 10 minutes for each truck. This also being a driver of process efficiency. Once in the warehouse, the shelving and forklifts are also designed with readers. This allows accurate tracking and inventory of each product and the position within the warehouse, all of which updates the merchandise management system. Once more, we can use the tags to track from the distribution facility to the retail shelves. As the products reach the store, the RFID tags are read prior to being placed on the shelves. This will update the management system of the products in the store and the inventory data necessary to keep the shelves stocked at the right time and in the right place. At all times, the system can be accessed to locate and view information on the products available from anywhere in the world. Not only do we see this technology being implemented in a strictly warehouse management process, RFID is playing more of a vital role in our business environment as well. Many companies, especially those with a strong focus on security, are implementing RFID in their buildings and complexes. As you can see here, the technology is used to automatically manage the access inside the compound of Florida Blue in Jacksonville, Florida. The same transponder affixed to each employee's identification badge allows access to the front gate and main entrance. Because of the technology, the company can update the badge to provide more or less access to employees as deemed necessary. This allows companies to prevent unauthorized entrance and access to data stored in certain buildings or rooms. After parking the car, the same badge is used to enter the buildings and in real time can capture the time the employee arrives for work, eliminating the need for manual punch on a time card and helping to eliminate some time card fraud. Companies also use this transponder to track the cost of supplies to different cost centers or departments when accessing use of machines such as copiers, scanners, fax machines, and even the vending machines. Just as companies use the technology, we have also seen the use being implemented into our own personal interaction. This is a good transition into the subject of where we are now and the future outlook of RFID. Some businesses have been proactive in using the technology to attract and retain customers as well. Many companies have begun using the technology of mobile pay systems to eliminate the need for carrying cash or credit cards, as the transaction can be done with a simple swipe of a smartphone. A lot of people walk around without cash, but very few go without their phone. With that kind of access to the world, we see the explosion of social media. Because of this, businesses learn how to adapt to and use social media to their advantage. RFID tags are being used to allow for checking in at their location and posting to the customer's timeline and status to inform online friends that the customer is at that location. This is a very low-cost form of advertising, and businesses place incentives for utilizing the social media stream with such things as discounts and merchandise. Another combination of smartphone and RFID technology that is on the upward trend is the transfer of information from person to person. Here we see business colleagues or possible clients discussing new opportunities that may be present. When the meeting is over, the gentleman on the right pulls out his keychain that houses an RFID tag known as NFC tags. NFC, or Near Field Communication, is simply RFID technology that is implemented with smartphones that have the read-write capability. As you can see with a simple touch of the phone to the tag, the contact information can be read and stored within the client's phone. The great thing about RFID is that the information housed on the tag can be changed anytime and store vastly different information to suit the needs of the person or business.
Thank you, Leanna. I'm Stewart Kelly, and I want to discuss with you the future of RFID. Probably the biggest investor into this technology would be Walmart. In 2003, Walmart issued a mandate that all major suppliers implement RFID tags on cases and pallets within 3 years. Though this goal was not fulfilled, the innovation spawned as a result has impacted the growth of RFID technology. Substantial capital investments were made in research and development of tag chips, readers, and software. As a result, RFID was projected to increase at an annual rate of 19.5% from 2010 to 2014. The vision of Walmart is captured in this scene in which a patron would shop for and purchase the products they desire without a Walmart employee ever actually touching the product. Currently, Walmart does not own the product, but rather sells the vendor's products within its stores, and the only time the product is touched by Walmart would be at the cashier level upon checkout. With the future of RFID being implemented, we can see how a shopper would be able to walk right through a checkout station. In an instant, the station would read all of the RFID tags within the consumer's cart and update the point-of-sale system. The customer will then proceed to checkout with credit or cash, but this is the future. Let's use the mobile payment system on the phone so that you can tap or activate the near-field communication to relay the payment information from your phone to the point-of-sale system. Grab your receipt or have it emailed directly to you and be on your way. If you are like the rest of society, saving time at the checkout in Walmart would be vital. We hope you enjoyed this brief look at what RFID is, where it came from, where it is now, and where it is heading. We are glad to have shared with you this revolutionary technology. RFID is a future of automation.